Hey, what's up guys? Today we're exploring the town of Lexington, Massachusetts. Hey, what's up guys? My name's Andrew Junas. I'm a local realtor right here in the Boston metro area, and I love helping people find their ideal place to live. So if you are moving to the area, please drop me a line, call, text, email, shout it from the rooftops. I'll be here and ready to help whenever you are. And if this is your first time to the channel, please remember to hit the subscribe button and then click the little bell down below so you get notified anytime I do a new video. And I will be doing at least one video a week about Boston and the surrounding areas. The good, bad, the ugly, some really cool stuff. Now Lexington is a town located 11 miles west of Boston, and it is known as the birthplace of liberty. Lexington was first settled about 1642 as part of Cambridge, Massachusetts. Then in 1713 it was incorporated as a separate town and officially received the name of Lexington. Now there is some controversy over the name, as some think it was named in honor of Lord Lexington, an English peer, while others think it was named after Laxton in Nottinghamshire, England. And there are many places of historical importance to visit in Lexington. In fact, the town operates a visitor center located in the heart of the downtown area, which greets tourists from all across the country as well as from around the world. These visitors journey to see such historic landmarks as the Battle Green, the Buckman Tavern, the Hancock Clark House, the Monroe Tavern, and the Minuteman National Historic Park. So today, Lexington encompasses 16.4 square miles and has a population of just under 34,000. Neighboring towns include Waltham, Arlington, Belmont, Winchester, Woburn, Burlington, Bedford, and Lincoln. As far as property values go, to give you an idea, this house behind me is on the market right now for $3.7 million. So like I mentioned, Lexington is known as the birthplace of liberty. And on April 19, 1775 was what many regard as the first battle of the American Revolutionary War, or the Battle at Lexington. Now on that night, on April 18th, the British Army sent out some 800 soldiers on foot from Boston with the intention of destroying colonial gunpowder and cannons that were stored in Concord, as well as capturing John Hancock and Samuel Adams, who were two of the leaders of the Sons of Liberty and who were staying in Lexington at the time. And by the way, this house behind me is on the market for sale at $1.5 million. So of course, Hancock and Adams were warned of the danger by Paul Revere and William Dawes, who famously rode and alerted the countryside of the British movements. And just for reference, this house right now is on the market and is the least expensive house in Lexington at $900,000. When the British soldiers arrived on the Lexington Common not long after sunrise, they faced 77 men of the Lexington militia commanded by Captain John Parker. And someone, still unknown to this day, fired a shot. That shot heard around the world that provoked an exchange of musket fire between two sides. So 8 Lexington militiamen were killed and dozens more were wounded. After their victory, the British marched on toward Concord. There, several hundred militia and Minutemen assembled near the Old North Bridge to turn back the British and prevent them from capturing and destroying the colony's stores of gunpowder and military equipment. And again, we have another house for sale here in Lexington. This one is on for $2.5 million. And now, as part of Patriots' Day festivities, the town annually commemorates the reenactment of that famous battle here behind me on the Battle Green. So Lexington's popularity grew modestly while remaining largely a farming community, which provided Boston with much of its produce. Today, Wilson's Farm, which is located behind me, has been in its operation at its present location since 1884 and is the place to go for fresh local produce. In addition, Lexington hosts one of the largest farmers markets in the area. Now Lexington, as well as many of the towns along the Route 128 corridor, experienced a jump in population in the 1960s and 70s due to a high-tech boom. Today, many companies like Takeda, BAE Systems, and MIT's Lincoln Labs have offices in town. The urbanization and massive job growth resulted in soaring property values, right? For instance, this house behind me is on the market for $2.7 million. Lexington's school system is recognized for its excellence and is regularly ranked as one of the best in the country, let alone the state. Lexington typically graduates 100% of its students on time, with 85% going on to further higher education. The town also participates in the METCO program, which buses minority students from Boston's suburban towns in order to receive better educational opportunities than those available to them in the Boston public schools. And you know, for what it's worth, because the schools are so good here in Lexington, you don't need to pay all that money for a private education, right? Just expect to pay a lot for your home. So today, the mean value for a home in Lexington is $1.2 million. And that number has risen almost $200,000 since 2015, when the value was approximately $995,000. The home behind me is at the top of the food chain right now in Lexington at just under $5 million.
Today there are approximately 11,530 households and 8,800 families residing in town. 38.6% of those households have at least one child under the age of 18 living with them. 66% of households are married couples, 24.1% non-families, and 20.8% are individuals. The median age of residents in Lexington is 44, and their per capita income is $82,500, with a median household income of $172,750. Now, crime stats put Lexington among the safest communities in the state as well as the nation. So besides all the historical activities, Lexington has a town golf course, a swimming complex, and a community center with programs for people of all ages. And so there are several restaurants downtown here, such as Mario's, Town Meeting Bistro, and the Royal Indian Bistro, which have been keeping locals and visitors' bellies full and happy. So as one resident put it, Lexington is a wonderful community in many ways, right? It's beautiful and safe with little to no crime. As she put it, I've spent my entire life here. There's always something to do between the day camps, the playground, sports, and concerts. You could not ask for a better town to raise a family in. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Please reach out if I can help. And until next time, take care.